You've gone to great lengths in picking out the Glock 26 as your concealed carry weapon of choice, and you've made a great choice. Now, shouldn't you go to the same great lengths in picking out the IWB holster that you're going to carry it in? After all, you're depending on your gear, that is your gun, your holster, and I can make the argument for your belt, to defend your life or the life of someone you love. Isn't it just as important to pick your holster out the way you picked out your gun? As I said, the Glock 26 is a great concealed carry gun, and I want to show you a perfect holster to go along with it. And the reason this is the perfect holster for the Glock 26 or any other gun you really would choose to conceal carry every day is just that. It's engineered for those people that they want the benefits and they want the safety and the reliability and the durability of an all Kydex holster, but they also want the comfort of a soft side or a soft backed holster. And so we created the perfect hybrid. And we took all the qualities of the Kydex holsters that you love, and we took all the qualities of the soft side holsters that you love, and we married those two together in what we consider the perfect package for concealed carry. The very first attribute that I'd like to go over with you that sets this holster apart, bar none, from all the competition is the comfort of the holster. So not only is it engineered from the Kydex perspective for comfort, but it's engineered with the backer for comfort. And you can see that we've joined those two attributes together, and what we have is all the comforts that are possible in a Kydex holster, and then all the comforts that are possible in a soft side holster, and those are brought together for maximum comfort. Hence the name, we give it Max, the Max IWB. And right off the bat, you're going to notice on this, especially with the Glock 26, we cut it Glock 26 level. We leave a little bit for the clip, and we'll talk about the clip and the adjustability in just a second, but we cut it down to the muzzle length. We don't give you a G19 or a G17 holster and expect you to carry your 26 in it. We give you a G26 length holster. And then we still cut around the contours as close as possible, and we'll talk about the trigger guard in a minute, but we cut around those contours as close as possible to give you a minimal footprint. And that's the number one part of comfort with Kydex, is get a minimal footprint and then minimal contact toward the body. And then that's what we accomplish completely with the holster, with the backer that is on this holster, is zero contact to the body with the Kydex shell itself. You'll get minimal contact with the handle, but that's pretty much irrelevant, and it's really comfortable. You can wear it all day, and that's the number one factor. So is we want you to be able to conceal all day. And if you can conceal all day in comfort, you know what? You'll train more and you'll carry more, and thereby you'll be more prepared to defend yourself. And so you went to those great lengths to choose the gun, you go to the same great lengths to choose the holster. And when you look at this backer, why does it allow you to carry all day? Because it completely reduces the normal hot spots that you would feel on a regular Kydex holster. And so literally, not only does it disappear on your body from a concealment standpoint, but then it's comfortable. It's comfortable when you bend. It's comfortable when you sit down. You feel it's there, but sometimes you actually forget that it's there because it is so comfortable. You don't have any of those points poking you or prodding you from the Kydex because of the backer that is on this holster. And that backer is comprised of 3 different layers. It has 1000 denier Cordura on the outside, and that it offers waterproof protection, and we'll talk about that more in just a little bit. But then we have a closed cell foam insert that's trapped between that 1000 denier Cordura and the back fabric, which is an open cell foam with a channeled cotton fabric that is moisture wicking. So it helps to keep you cool, and then it also gives you comfort. And so you have 2 layers of comfort, closed cell and open cell foam married together, and then 1000 denier Cordura, and then the moisture wicking fabric on the backer, and then we'll talk about how all that's bound together in just a second. But that's the number one thing that sets this holster apart from all the other holsters on the market, is comfort. That it allows you to carry all day, every day, and you don't have to worry about something stabbing you or hurting you. you really will forget that it's on your person. This particular holster I'm holding in my hand is a custom rendition of the Max. I'm going to show you several renditions of the Max, or several styles of it. But I'm going to start with the features on this one just to show you, and then I'll show you the different available colors and what comes in the standard model if you choose the standard model off the website. So with this particular one, you can see it comes with a full Kydex shell. That shell is integrated into the backer of the holster, and the sweat guard is actually slid right up into the back of the holster. You can see that very clearly here, and then you can see the sewing on the front and the back as we get the close-up of that. So that sweat guard goes right up underneath the 1000 denier Cordura backer, and it's trapped in there, and then it is all riveted together with composite rivets that will not come apart. Those are destructible fasteners. If you try to tear them apart, you have to destroy them to get them out. This ensures the integrity of the holster and that the whole holster stays together on your person. So it ensures the reliability of that holster. And so you have the full Kydex shell. We have the grip hook by Index Fasteners International, and the grip hook, in our opinion, is one of the very best clips on the market that you can get. If you notice on this particular clip, it has that underhook, and that's what causes it to grip. And so when you put that on your belt, that underhook grips right underneath the belt, and it will not come off. You have to purposefully disengage that clip for it to come off your belt, and that's what you want. You want a solid platform to holster your gun. And so with that grip hook, I'll mention the adjustability of the holster. And so we have 4 different positioning holes, and there's 3 on the clip, and it gives you also the center hole on the clip that allows for a cant angle adjustment of about 30 degrees, positive and negative either way. And so that gives you maximum adjustability. If you want to sink this down into the waistband, or if you want it to ride high, you can do that. If you want to cant it forward and backward for strong side hip carry, you can do that. Cross draw as well, you can do that as well. And so it's versatile when it comes to the adjustments on the holster itself. One of the things I'll mention with regard to the adjustability of the holster is that we made this holster specifically. It's cut and fit so that you get a full firing grip, a full purchase on the gun, which is of ultimate importance when you're talking about seconds to save your life. You want a first time positive grip on the gun immediately when you need it. And so you'll notice the cut on the holster is cut right around the trigger guard. We leave enough to keep positive retention and to keep that solid in the holster, but we cut it right along the profile of that trigger guard so that when you sink that hand down onto the handle of the gun while the holster is in your waistband, let me show you, it is set up so you get a full firing grip, a positive full firing grip, and that's what you want when you go to draw that weapon. Now, you can adjust it further down into your waistband if that's the way you prefer to carry, or you can adjust it further up. It'll be sent to you in this position to get a full firing grip, and that's the way we recommend carrying that gun. Secondly, you'll notice this aluminum bar. We call that the lever. That is our mod wing or claw rendition. If you haven't seen our mod wing versus lever video, I'll put a link to the description also for that video. You can check out the benefits of the lever versus the mod wing or the claw type apparatus that are mounted on other holsters on the market. But that lever, what it allows to do is it gives leverage, hence the name. And so it allows for that to push right up against the waistline of your pants and your belt. And as that pushes against it, it forces the handle of the gun in towards your abdomen. And so that causes the handle of that gun to disappear on you while you're carrying. And so the lever option is an option you can choose to help with printing, reducing printing for carrying concealed of your Glock 26. And so we've got that clip, we've got that lever. All the fasteners are steel fasteners, and the spacers and the retention. All of our pieces, parts are heavy duty mil-spec parts. We use 1000 denier Cordura on the back side of the holster, and then we use a moisture wicking channeled cotton, and it's all on the back side to prevent moisture buildup, and sweat will not transfer through these materials into the weapon. And so there's a moisture barrier integrated into the back side of the Cordura. It's actually a laminate fabric that does not allow moisture to penetrate through there. And then it's all bound together with a mil-spec binding and then sewn together with nylon thread, which is more resilient and more durable than just a typical cotton thread. You cannot break the nylon thread. It is as strong as monofilament fishing line when it comes down to it. And so this whole holster is put together with durability in mind, with comfort in mind, and with stability in mind, and definitely with concealment in mind. And so one of the other options I want to show you, I'm going to switch out to a different color here. Now this is the police blue Kydex option. Let me tell you about this while we're talking about it, while my mind is on it. If you choose from the product options menu on the listing for the Max IWB, when you choose that color options menu, or you look at the color options menu and you scroll down through the colors, if you choose one of those colors, it's going to give you standard pattern Kydex with that color. And so this is the police blue, and then we have FDE, coyote brown, storm gray, OD green, and blood red on there. But that would be the standard color as you see here. If you want a custom option, and so this would be the coyote brown in the carbon fiber. And so if you want a custom option, you need to email us, and we can email you back the pricing and the ordering instructions for ordering a custom color and or pattern that we may have available that you would like to have on your holster. So the other option I wanted to show you on this police blue one was, like the lever, it is used to reduce printing, and that is the neoprene, what we call the VR wedge, the Velcro removable neoprene foam wedge. And you see the loop Velcro portion is sewn to the back of the holster. That way, if you do not want to use the wedge, it is still comfortable and nice and not the scratchy surface next to your body. But when you want to use the wedge, you simply Velcro that in place. And what that allows is printing reduction along the vertical plane. And so it tilts the slide back into your abdomen, just like the lever works along the horizontal plane, tilting the handle back in. The wedge works in the opposite way. I wanted to show you that. It's probably not necessary on a gun the size of the Glock 26, but it's always an option if you think you need that. If you're a very skinny build and you have a difficult time because you wear tight-fitting clothing, you need every option to work together to reduce printing along that vertical plane and that horizontal plane. Most people can get away with just the lever along the horizontal plane because that handle is the single most determining factor when you're talking about concealing the weapon of your choice, in this case the Glock 26. And so the wedge option is there, but like I said, it is removable via the Velcro, and it just Velcros back in place if you need it. Now we'll go to just the basic standard option. What do you get if you just order the basic option off the website? Here's what you get. You get the standard black Kydex shell. There will be no lever. You'll have your standard fasteners and spacers, and then you'll have the clip. And it will not be set up for appendix carry. It'll actually be set up for strong side hip carry with a slight cant to the clip. You still get the comfort backer and all the mil-spec materials, but this is what it will look like in the basic black in the standard option that you would order off of the website. And like I said, we have the optional colors, and then we have custom colors available like the multicam black. But this holster was designed with maximum concealment in mind. And so I want to show you now close up on my person and do some draws for you. But you can see it just disappears in the waistband. If you stretch back, you can get it to show, but you can do that basically with any object in your waistband. It's going to show if you stretch. But when your clothing lays normally on your body, you can see that this holster causes that Glock 26 just to disappear. And again, normal position. normal waist, it just disappears. And then when you need it, it's right there. So you can see that lever doing its job in the waistband. It basically presses up against the belt, and that cants that gun handle right in toward your abdomen. And that causes that gun to disappear. And that's what the lever option is used for. And the last thing I want to tell you about is just customization. So if you need a customization, you're going to see a custom options menu on the product listing on the website. That menu will not apply to you if you have a stock gun. That menu will apply to you if you have a light, if you have a laser, or if you have an optic, or some other non-stock item that is actually mounted on your gun. And so if you have something like that, an optic, a light, or a laser on your gun, email us first, because the custom options menu only applies to those items. If you have a stock Glock 26 or other gun that you're using, that you plan to use the Max IWB for, that custom holster options menu does not apply to you. So that about covers it. Like I said, the Glock 26 is an awesome, awesome gun. If you haven't seen our review of the Glock 26 from a concealed carry perspective, I've put the link to that video in the description below. And so you know the great lengths you went to figure out that the Glock 26 is perfect for you. Again, you need to go to those same lengths and choose the holster, and hopefully we've helped you do that here today. As always, thank you for making the choice to defend yourself and those you love. God bless you and yours.